A diagnostic for measurement of radial profile of visible Bremsstrahlung lung for determining Z effective in Aditya U tokamak plasmas. I am Ranjana Manchanda from Institute for Plasma Research. Will be talking on behalf of my colleagues Institute for Plasma Research from India. We have developed a diagnostic to record radial profile of visible Bremsstrahlung to determine Z effective in Aditya tokamak plasma. Effective charge is an important parameter in tokamak plasma which is describing purity of plasma and quality of plasma. This helps us to understand impurity generation and its transport. To measure visible Bremsstrahlung emission in visible range, this diagnostic is developed, and we here will be presenting detailed diagnostic of some of the initial results. Theoretically, estimation of signal strength. The formula shows the Bremsstrahlung emissivity, and this emissivity is depending upon Ne, Z effective and temperature, electron temperature of the plasma. Here Z effective is defined as Ni Zi square by Ne, which could be calculated if we know the Bremsstrahlung emissivity. So Bremsstrahlung emissivity is knowing the temperature and the Ne, the signal is being estimated. This estimated signal later, when we know the photon flux, we have to design a system to estimate, to record this much flux using our systems. So we have all the signal output voltage which is depending upon B, omega, A, delta, lambda, F transmission, I transmission, IF transmission, QPMT, GPMT and GIV, where each and individual this thing is defined like this. So here we have to select the fibers which are good for transmission. Interference filter transmission should also be good. PMT should be having good quantum efficiency nearby this wavelength range to give a good signal. Let me introduce the Aditya U tokamak. This is the schematic. We have the TF magnet, inboard limiter, outboard limiter. This is the vacuum vessel. This is the diverter coils. This is the high field side. This is the low field side. And the plasma parameter are the toroidal field which we are operating is 1.35 Tesla, plasma current 100 to 135 kiloampere, plasma duration 150 to 350 millisecond, electron density this 350 eV, electron temperature, and we are normally doing discharge cleaning using glow discharge cleaning, ECR plus PDC discharge cleaning, and many of the times we do lithium wall conditioning to improve the quality of the tokamak plasma. The insight of the diagnostic is that we have chosen 536 nanometer as the filter, because while recording the spectra we could confirm that from central wavelength 536 nanometer wavelength we have a band of 3 nanometer where there is no line appearing. So it's a line free region. We can record the Bremsstrahlung in this range. For this purpose we have taken a filter at 536 whose transmission is at peaking at 536 nanometer and the delta lambda is 3 nanometer. The system is been designed in such a way that 150 mm by 50 mm optical filter, this is an interference filter is being used, and the two lens system is used to focus the light from the input side to the output side, because input fiber there are 4x4 matrix on the input side and 4x4 on the output side, and all the 16 channels are designed in such a way or kept in such a way so that the central wavelength shift due to light fall by an angle, if there is an angle maintained, is not changing the peak more than 0.5 nanometer, and the crosstalk between there is no mix up of the channel, so there is a crosstalk also is being calculated and it's been observed, and this crosstalk is also within 0.2 to 0.4%. On the machine side, if we see the diagnostic setup, there is a top port where we have a vacuum vacuum view port, and a light window is one window is connected over there. It is a vacuum compatible viewport, which is very big one. It's a homemade, and we are collecting light from 7 optical fiber which are having 1 millimeter core diameter and 0.22 nanometer, 0.22 numerical aperture, and these are 13 meter in length. This is the wavelength selection system which described in the last slide. Output of these channels is going to the PMT module boxes, which is giving the signal in terms of voltage output. This voltage output is then fed to data acquisition channel for recording, digitizing and storage of the signal for the future references. Here the resolution is for 2.2 centimeter, 2.5 centimeter, and we are recording the continuum signal. This is one typical shot where the signal is being recorded. At the same time we are recording other impurity signal, H alpha signal, and the plasma current and loop voltage is shown in one of the shot. Now coming to the actual result from the diagnostics which we are talking about. These are 7 signals which are plotted as the temporal evolution, and these are the various spatial location from the plasma center to the edge. So these are the spatial location. This is the time for which the data is been recorded, and this is the brightness. Here first peak and the last peak is related to the many weak spectral lines from low ionized impurities, or many of the times when recombination taking place there may be some other molecular band emission which are normally present in the continuum signal. When we have plotted the signal from one point of time where the maximum plasma current is there, and this data is plotted for various spatial location, we see this kind of curve. This curve shows that from the center, the peak, it is a peak, so it has a centrally peaking profile of visible bremsstrahlung. So we can say the visible bremsstrahlung is peaking at the center, and at the edge the signal is increasing, which is very obvious in tokamak plasma as the density is peaking at the center. Now see the result from other diagnostics which also parallelly measuring visible continuum from the same radial location, that means center, and out of those 7 chords, one central chord data is being plotted. These red spots and the black spots are from 2 different diagnostics measuring the same visible continuum signal and at the same time from the same radial location. Now you can see that these are very much coinciding. This flux, visible bremsstrahlung flux, is very much in accordance with each other. Only there are few deviations where the error is around 25% error, and most of the times these two are matching with each other. So signal from central channel diagnostic 1 and diagnostic 2 are matching, which says that already established diagnostics is there and the new developed diagnostic is matching with the result of old established diagnostics. So the new established diagnostic is very much in line with the old diagnostics. Here then we calculated Z effective value from this brightness, available electron temperature data and electron density. We find that the Z effective values for all these shots varies between 1.8 to 4, which is quite obvious and good for tokamak plasma. Here I thank to all audience and thank you very much. Next time we will be going to give the temporal profile of various Z effective value from all the spatial location. That will be the next time. Thank you. Thank you.